Okay. Also in that box was this stack of Xbox games. I want to clarify that this stuff is in really nice condition. Whoever this guy was, he was certainly a collector, and he kept his stuff in good shape. So here we go. I know I've been spouting about that the whole time, but sometimes you can't pick that up on camera, whether stuff's in good condition or not. I know sometimes somebody says, "Oh, this is all banged up," and you look at it during the video and you say, "Oh, it doesn't look banged up at all." World Soccer Winning 11 8. Splinter Cell. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Ghost Recon 2. Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the Xbox collection. That's pretty neat. I never saw that before. That's pretty neat. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And Grand Theft Auto 3, the Xbox collection. I never saw the Grand Theft Autos on the Xbox. These are pretty neat boxes. Oh, and Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. So yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Xbox games. Okay. Here we go. This is like the Jerry Lewis telethon. This is gonna run all night. All right. Here we go. Best for last? I don't know. Perhaps. I look in here, and what do I see? It's all Super Nintendo stuff. Now I see Super Nintendo, and I get a boner in my pants. Anything Super Nintendo, because it's so hard to find out there. It really is. I know. At least for me, around here on Long Island, Super Nintendo stuff is hard to find. So, what do we got? A Super Multi-Tap. That's a monster, huh? I've never seen something like that before. Super Multi-Tap for your Super Nintendo. A little dirty, but 5 inputs. Okay. This guy must have had friends. You know what? That's interesting. Hang out with your buddies that got video games and look and see if they got multi-taps. If somebody has multi-taps, then they're they probably have a lot of friends. If you see a video game guy without multi-taps, he's probably socially inept. Think about that. Alright. Okay, multi-tap there. Super Nintendo joystick. Super Nintendo AV cords. Super Nintendo joystick. You know what? I call it a joystick. Okay? So, you know what? A big middle finger to all you douchebags that break my balls and write the comments, why do you say joystick when it's a control pad? We get it. Everybody gets it. It's stop the nitpicking. It's a joystick. It's a control pad. Can you imagine? Somebody actually typed that comment? Like, how vapid is your life? But I gotta make that correction. Come on. Go fucking jump off a bridge. Alright. Looks like 2 control pads here. Look at this. This is weird. It's the scope. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's the scope for the Super Scope 6. Which is pretty badass. The scope? I don't think the guns, I don't think the Super Scope 6 is in there. Whatever. Okay, let's get to the games. We got, naturally, Super Scope 6. Let me get a little closer. Super Scope 6. Super Mario World. Wing Commander. I remember when my buddy first got, I had this kid at school who got Wing Commander for his computer. And he was telling me, he's like, you know, this game, I have VGA monitor. Or it was like Super VGA monitor. And I remember thinking, like, not knowing much about computers, thinking, you know, what's the big deal? And I went over his house. I remember it was like after school, my mom dropped me off at his house. And he showed me Wing Commander on his Super VGA monitor. And it was impressive at the time. Donkey Kong Country. F-Zero. F-Zero is a great game. Used to play this game with my buddy Scott for hours. F-Zero. Maximum Carnage. Jurassic Park. Well, again, all very clean games. Street Fighter 2. RoboCop versus Terminator. Hang on. Okay. Son of a bitch. Okay. Super WrestleMania. Mortal Kombat 3. Tecmo Super Bowl. Madden 95. NHL 96. These Super Nintendo games, they're made with the slippery plastic. Madden 94. NBA Live 96. NHL 95. This would be right up Mike Gardner's alley. I know, Sega does what Nintendo don't. A lot of sports games here. Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. Bill Lambier's Combat Basketball, one of the first releases for the Super Nintendo. Super Tecmo Bowl 3. Techno Super NBA Basketball. These are just falling all over the goddamn place. NBA Jam. Boy, this guy liked his sports games, man. Let me tell you. But you know they're not like thrift store sports games because it's not like stickers all over and they're not all beat up. FIFA 96 Soccer, but they're still sports games nonetheless. It's not like I'm excited about it. Goal and Tecmo Super Baseball. Alright, let me just try to get a handle on some of these games, guys. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, That's 23. Super Nintendo game. I'm not going to stack them all up there because it's going to wind up just being a mess. Okay. And we got we got our nicotine yellow. Look at this. We got on. I love this though. I always listen. You guys are gonna think I'm lying here. I always wanted a yellow Super Nintendo, a really yellowed Super Nintendo, and now I got it. This one is yellowed beyond belief. This is great. This is like that Italian grandmother that's been smoking for like 80 years of her life. With two controllers, RF. What the hell is that? What the It's got the Famicom logo on it. Some type of wire. Oh, it's for the Super Scope. Super Scope. Power plug. Let's get this all up there. Okay. And also, another AV cord, and also in here are manuals. I guess the Super Nintendo instruction manuals and poster. Oh, Super Scope. Oh, you know what? This is probably. Did the Super Nintendo come with a Super Scope 6? Maybe this was a combo deal. And that's the poster. Okay. Donkey Kong. Let me get a little closer so you can see my nose hairs. Donkey Kong Country manual. NBA Jam. NHL 96. Tecmo Super Bowl. Jurassic Park. Super Scope 6. Madden 95. Super Nintendo. RoboCop versus Terminator. Bill and Beers Combat Basketball. Tecmo Super NBA Basketball. FIFA, Goal, Street Fighter 2, Super WrestleMania. I guess, you know, guys, all the manuals for the games that you saw. They're all here. F-Zero. Yeah, they're all here. Mortal Kombat. Okay. And then a couple other things here. I guess Nintendo Power Ad, rosters. Oh, Nintendo Control Deck instruction manual. It's cool to have this stuff. Zapper manual. Nintendo Entertainment System warranty. Nintendo 64. I guess all the manuals and whatnot in there. All the playbooks for all the sports games, all the playbooks, and some more manuals. Yeah, so there you have it. All the manuals and stuff like that for virtually all the stuff. So that's it. Whew, that's it. I try to keep the show as brief as possible. And I think we covered all the ground here. That's it, yeah, so, you know, everything you see here, other than what I picked up in my haul, my parents got for $50. They paid $50 for it. So when I saw it on the table, they weren't home when I came to go pick it up. I called them up, I said, Mom, how much did you pay for this? She goes, oh, $50, is that too much? I said, oh. I said, no, you did good. They did really good. So once again, a big thank you to my parents. And I'm Bidhead 1000. I'm going to the German festival. I'm going to get drunk. And then I'm going to bed. See you guys next time.